Hello and welcome to another update video about Bonk. Bonk is doing Bonk things, so nothing too exciting at the moment, even though it's been one of the stronger coins since the lows in April, because Bonk was one of the few coins, maybe even the only one, I'm sure there are some others, but one of the few at least, which actually managed to form a 5-wave move to the upside into the May high. From here then, we formed a corrective pullback. So this was actually impulsive. Most coins move in diagonal patterns in this cycle, but this was actually an impulse. And then we had a pullback into support. Now, price action from the June low isn't clearly bullish, but I'm still tracking upside so far. So far, the price hasn't disappointed and continues to respect the analysis. But it's not a high confidence pattern here. It's not a high confidence pattern in yellow that I'm tracking. As mentioned, we're focusing on higher in the very short term against the 231,800 level, which is the golden ratio, the 61.8 retracement of the rally that occurred here between the 5th of July and the 21st, 22nd of July. So we have here our golden ratio level. That doesn't mean we have to test that level, but it would be important not to break below it to maintain the idea that we're moving up here in a 5-wave move. It would have to be a diagonal pattern, but it would be a possible 5-wave move. Again, let's say we can only really call it reasonable interpretation as long as we're holding the 231,800 level. Below that level, I would have to assume we formed only a 3-wave top. So W, X, Y, and we're breaking down and possibly test 161,463, which is the only level that stands between, the idea of a reset of a wave 2. This wave 2 might then still be unfolding, and it just unfolded as a large ABSC structure, which would still be bullish, just allows for a larger pullback or a much larger correction in a wave 4. The idea here would be that the large wave 4 that presumably bottomed in April never finished. Now, that would take a long time to sort out. So ideally we are holding the current micro support, form one more high, and that one more high could take us to 349,836, but probably rather 374,604 or higher, which is the 1.786 extension of the initial 1-2 setup in the yellow count. They're just the next upside targets. You don't need to understand Elliott wave in order to sort of just understand that these are the next levels. So no need to, try to understand all the technical details here. You don't need to. You can do if you want to, but a lot of people just wanna know the levels, and that's fine as well. I just can only highlight that if we get a 5th wave here, it would have to be in a diagonal, which is fine. We just really can't trust these patterns. So be a bit more cautious. And the next upside levels, could take, or the next resistance levels could be at 349,836, 374,604, and maybe 408,709. In the very short term, as I said, we have a support area there between 267,991 and 231,800. And if we are getting one more high, then we should start the rally. Ideally from here. Any break below the Wednesday low, Tuesday low would just mean a reset in wave 4. So therefore, the levels are important. The microstructures tend to change, but the levels are really important. That's why I'm highlighting here the importance of the upper support area. And next upside targets are already communicated. It is also communicated what happens if we break below 231,800. So don't think there is much more to say at the moment. Maybe we are moving in something you could call a price channel. So if we have the upper trend line and then we add it to the low here, maybe we will test that trend line. It is speculative. It's not a very clear trend channel. Would like to see at least a test of it, of that lower trend line, to have 2 touch points down there as well. But that's pretty much it. So it's just moving down in the correction. If obviously the wave A of 5 has already started, and this here is currently a very short-term, lower degree AB pattern, then ideally we don't form another low. But levels are more important because microstructures change all the time, especially in corrections. So it's still a bullish chart, especially against all these support levels I mentioned. and because we have seen that 5-wave rally to the upside after the May low. After the April low. So that's the update about Bonk. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.